For millennia, money has been society's most powerful tool for making decisions across time and space. Yet, like the poor Babel fish in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, by effectively removing all barriers to communication between different races and cultures, money has caused more and bloodier wars than anything else in the history of creation. Someone turned from mankind to the macabre, the four horsemen of the apocalypse: death, famine, war, pestilence. When you think about the thousands of species, possibly over 100,000 per year, that go extinct, it's ironic to realize that the extinction of just a single species would solve the sustainability problem. Can we use markets to build a society that is clearly better off, as measured by IPAT, but without an increase in goods we can touch and feel? As we move from a false picture of Dorian Gray to a true picture of the cost of change, will we genuinely value environmental sustainability enough to vote in politicians year after year who tell us that we are working harder than ever and GDP rose 3% this year, but we can't feel the difference in an improved standard of living? I can only wonder. Everyone has their favorite fixes, including me. But one question we should be asking far more stridently is, how would we know when the financial system is working? Permanent solutions need permanent questions, such as, how do we fund a forest? Or, can a 20-year-old responsibly enter into a financial structure for his or her retirement? And such questions raise hosts of related issues. The computer scientist Danny Hillis posed a good question in 1995. How could one build a clock to last 10,000 years, leading to the Long Now project? Another venture with long-term aims is Carlo Petrini's slow food movement. Perhaps we need a slow finance movement, or my favorite, a long finance foundation. And once you look at the problems involved in long finance, you realize that many of today's sustainable finance issues arise because society's core, global, risk-reward transfer system, finance, doesn't yet have enough diversity to deal with the long term. There's a line in All of Me, a Steve Martin and Lily Tomlin film: "If there's anything I can do to help, you're in deeper trouble than I thought." And with wicked problems, the entire world is involved. No one person could or can be an expert. Even not taking a choice is a choice. And thus you too, the Gresham audience, have a key role in long-term solutions. Carpe diem, seize the day, change the scale, and remember three things: attaining a sustainable environment and attaining a sustainable economy are the two big problems of our time and go hand in hand. 2, we can but hope that these problems are solvable. And 3, we must all either seek or create a role for ourselves in moving forwards towards sustainability. We must change our scale. Competitive markets can make the world a better place, but equally markets are social tools, requiring design, oversight, and justice to meet their objectives. C.P. Snow's core idea in his influential 1959 lecture, The Two Cultures, was that lack of communication between the sciences and the humanities interfered with solving global problems. I don't know whether the scale change moment awaiting us in commerce will be art, science, or comedy, aha, or haha, but I do know that we need to get our financial and economic systems working for sustainability. We must bridge the divide between those who believe in markets and those who don't, to move to more subtle positions where we can start to solve global problems. Whether it's Ovid or the I Ching, the Chinese Book of Changes, we've known for millennia we must transform ourselves. Yes, it's a complex world where the falsifiable, conciliant, complex economic deity of evolving choice gives ambiguous, changing answers on commerce. We need systemic awareness and competition among ideas similar to that which characterized the Enlightenment period from which Gresham College emerged. Sometimes I've wondered whether Shakespeare took the opportunity to come to this Tudor Open University and, if so, might have chaired, opened, or closed a commerce lecture. All the world's exchange, and all the men and women merely traders, they have their wares and their merchandises, and one man in his time plies much commerce, his acts being short changes. But the last word on sustainability, surely, must go to Publius Ovidius Naso on the anniversary of two millennia of the Metamorphoses. Tempus edax rerum tamendum, omnia mutantur, nihil interit. Time, the devourer of all things, yet while everything changes, nothing perishes. Thank you.